Okay, moving on. Obviously, an alternate perspective. Now we're behind this player, and I think the advantage of this perspective is being able to see the hoop, and you can tell if the player is actually squaring up his body to the hoop. Um, Really, what I want to look at is the same coaching cues that I noticed, were areas as of improvement for this player. I really want to focus in on those things and see if we can get an alternate perspective for those uh, 4 or 5 different things that he could improve on. If you look at this first jump shot, and I can already tell he's doing some of those things, definitely doing some of those things wrong consistently. And so the number one thing is the first thing I notice is the footwork. Right now he's almost crossing his legs when he catches the basketball. The knees are straight, he's catching the ball almost straight up. So if I fast forward a little bit, you notice that he does get into his shooting form, but he's wasted substantial time here. Obviously, you want to catch the basketball in this spot right here where your already knees are bent, your feet are staggered. Still his feet are a little bit too close together, but this is ideally where he should be catching the basketball. One thing I really like about this player is he does square up nicely. If you look at his shoulders, they're almost exactly square to the rim. If you look at his feet, they're pretty square to the rim as well. So, he's putting himself in a good spot to succeed with his body positioning right here. So that's really good. Again, looking at this follow through, one thing I want to focus on before we even continue this shot is this left hand here. So one thing that we noticed before is that he might be using that left hand a little bit to gain some power instead of using his tricep, his legs, and his wrist. He's definitely using, I believe, his left thumb to generate some power. And one other thing I want to look at is his follow through with his strong arm. So obviously you want to extend your arm upwards, use that power from your tricep. I think he's shoulder vaulting the ball forward, and I think that's something he can definitely fix in order to make his jump shot more efficient. So let's look at both those things right away here. So right away you notice he does use that left thumb. You can tell it's extended, right? If we focus in on this left thumb here, you can tell that he's extended that left thumb. So already with the trajectory of the ball, if you look where the ball is right here, it's already starting to move in this rightward direction because he extended that left thumb. So he's essentially pushed the basketball to the right of the hoop instead of using that left hand as a guide hand and flicking the wrist to trajectory the ball directly at the basket. Also, again, his his shooting arm is vaulting with shoulder power straight out towards the basket. Ideally, you want to extend that arm upwards using your tricep to generate the power instead of using your shoulder. So his follow through definitely could use some work. His wrist again is an extension of his arm, so it is extended, but he's not flicking his wrist to get that nice backspin on the ball. So definitely a few things that's wrong with this follow through, and I think that are causing him troubles with his jump shot. One thing I'm noticing here, especially, is the release. So he's just recently released the basketball, and you'll notice that he's still ascending. So he's still getting higher. So he's releasing the ball a lot earlier than he needs to. And let's take another look at this on his third shot. This is something I just recently noticed, and it's definitely something that could help you become a more efficient shooter. As you want to release the shot at the top of your ascending jump so he releases the basketball about there. And ideally you want to release the basketball at the top of your shot in order to make it difficult for the defender to block your shot. So you can tell he gets another, 4 or 5 inches on his vertical leap afterwards. So he's releasing the ball a little bit too early. And again, turning at the end of, at some point in his jump, he's turning his feet. So it pretty much confirmed some of the things that we noticed were wrong with his shot, and I also found something else that was wrong with his shot. So Overall, I think this has been very productive in identifying opportunities to improve this player's shooting ability.